two of the latest cricket games, both of which are pretty good. We know which game looks better, but which game has a better gameplay, which is the better cricket game, those aren't all that easy to answer. So let's dive deep, compare every area of the two and find out which game is the best. Cricket 22 is a full price game for PS5 and Xbox Series X along with last gen consoles, so I don't think there's any doubt that this is the better looking game of the two. On the gameplay side of things, it is good, but by no means is the game perfect. There are plenty of minor issues that pop up here and there, but remember, these are only minor issues. 6 months ago, the game was a mess. It had problems upon problems, but now, Cricket 22 is a super polished game that runs as good as any sports title. There are no FPS drops, no crashes, batsmen not running, all those issues are long gone. Even gameplay wise, you have to look really hard to find any problems. The game has a million shots and a million little variations within those million shots. There are 3 variations to the normal sweep here, and I'm not even counting slog sweeps or reverse sweeps. Just 3 variations to the regular conventional sweep shot. RC22 gives you that freedom as well. You can play shots everywhere. There is a good amount of shots as well, but not quite as much as Cricket 22. But compared to most other cricket games, it does have a lot to choose from. Cricket 22 finally found the perfect balance of risk and reward for every shot. Conventional shots like straight drives, flicks and pulls have relatively no risk, and if you do manage to time the ball, they are very rewarding. Shots like reverse sweeps or lofted shots are very rewarding, but even the smallest of mistakes will lead to you getting out. This is such a simple concept, yet I can't think of any game that does it or does it as well as Cricket 22. For example, in Cricket 19, playing shots along the ground was pretty much useless because no matter how well you time the ball, you will end up with 2 runs at the most. RC22 and Cricket 22 both do this. Shots along the ground not only look beautiful, but you can score a lot of runs without ever playing a lofted shot. Shot animations are beautiful in RC22. If you haven't already, play some of those back foot shots. Cuts and punches are just a treat for sore eyes. It's incredibly satisfying for another reason as well. One thing I feel RC22 does better than Cricket 22 is how much importance it gives to placement. The AI captain can place 5 fielders on the offside, and if you play it right, you can find a gap. In Cricket 22, you can't really do that. Once there are more than 3 fielders, it is literally impossible to play it in between them. But in RC22, you can find gaps everywhere. You just have to time it right and of course place it well. On harder difficulties, this becomes really difficult. But when you do manage to thread the ball in the gap with a beautiful drive or something, it is one of the most satisfying things you can do in any cricket game. There are definitely some things RC22 does better when it comes down to batting, but there are quite a few frustrating things as well. Full tosses on the leg stump should be the easiest thing to put away, but here they are the most lethal deliveries a bowler can bowl. You will miss the ball completely, get out LBW or bowled around your legs. If you're lucky, you might get 4 leg byes. I have tried literally every possible shot and I haven't found anything that works consistently. That might just be me, but yeah, for me a full toss on leg stump is a surefire way to get out. Bowling is fun in both games. Cricket 22 has almost everything that you'd want while bowling. Of course, basic things like different variations, but even more depth with different pitch types playing out differently. AI batsmen playing like actual players who aren't gods of cricket that won't ever get out, while also not being so bad that you can get them out without even thinking. Once again, that balance that I talked about with batting, but this time the balance between challenge and reward. If you are playing on the hardest difficulty, for example, you cannot bowl a bad ball and not get hit. But even then, if you keep bowling well, the batsman might edge the ball or play down the wrong line or simply just mistime the ball. Once again, Big Ant Studios perfected realism in an aspect of cricket. Ball short and wide, batsman will smack you for a boundary. Ball a good length delivery just outside off stump and the batsman will leave the ball. AI players are so smart here, which is a nice change from brain dead AI from previous games. AI batsmen will play almost like actual batsmen, which makes bowling infinitely more fun. Bowling in real cricket is very easy. Getting wickets is very hard, but figuring out how to bowl is easy. The balance in Cricket 22 that I talked about is non-existent here. If you choose to play on expert, then no matter how well you bowl, you won't take many wickets. It's just incredibly frustrating. You can bowl well for 20 overs straight. Every ball can be a gem, but even then you won't take a wicket. On easier difficulties, it is actually very balanced. Batsmen will put away bad balls, but good balls will be rewarded. They need to do something about bowling here, because RC20 was better in this aspect. But I think the full game will fix some of these issues. Which game has a better bowling system? I think it is Cricket 22. It just has a lot more going on compared to RC22, which is pretty basic. But if you ask me which is more fun, that would be tough. You'll want to bowl over after over in both these games. Online multiplayer is an option in both games, but Cricket 22 doesn't have the best of servers. Getting runs is very easy, so if you are playing online with someone else, it gets boring really fast. Because when you're bowling, the other player will smash 4, 5, 6s in every over, and when you are batting, you will hit 4, 5, 6s and over. So yeah, I don't recommend online multiplayer in Cricket 22. RC22 does have better servers, very little lag, crashes are very rare too. If multiplayer is your primary game mode, RC22 is clearly better. But Cricket 22 does have a great career mode that will keep you engaged for 40-50 hours or even more if you play another career or try out Star Career mode. So there is enough in both games to keep you playing for about 100 hours at least. Cricket 22 is a full price console game. RC22 is a free to play, but the thing is, the game is filled with microtransactions for stadiums, tournaments and things like that. You don't need to spend anything at all if you don't want to and have a pretty good experience, but if you want to try out everything the game has, it is going to cost you. If you want all access, coins and tournaments and everything in the game, RC22 might actually cost more than Cricket 22, especially if you're going to play the game for a while. Every tournament from RCPL to World Cups, Asia Cups, everything will cost you. The latest version of the tournaments are very steeply priced for RCPL 20 or the last T20 World Cup. For me, Cricket 22 is the better game, at least for now. Maybe the full version of RC22 will be better than Cricket 22, maybe not, only time will tell. Which game do you think is better? Let us know down in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel while you're down there. If you got to this point, I'm sure you'll enjoy future videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.